This weekend we're here in Bowling Green, Kentucky for the 10th anniversary of the biggest and craziest LSX party in the world. We're here for Holley Performance's LS Fest. My favorite part about this event is the weird, crazy, unique builds that we find here. We're going around the pits and see if we can top last year's video and see what we can find. That's probably first. Whoops.
Damn, broke all of the looks.
They're still all on there too.
Yeah.
Well, you put on a show. That's for sure. That was an impressive show.
Show.
What did you think happened when the wheel popped off?
I kind of figured that that's what it was. I knew the wheel had come off.
So you probably
I didn't know whether it was a suspension failure or, but I knew there was a wheel that came off the car. And then I really wanted to keep going.
Got an impressive setup.
Yeah, cheers.
How big are the turbos on it?
They're 76 mil.
76s?
Yeah. With like a set of teal 1.3 rears.
Damn.
Because originally when we put the car together, we wanted to make some decent power to take it to this like 1 mile standing start in Australia.
Oh, half mile?
Yeah, half mile.
Yeah.
Or the Texas 2K.
Oh, Race Wars. You're from Perth,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What'd you end up running there?
We did
326K.
Yeah, so like 206 miles.
Really?
Yeah.
So a drift car that went 200 miles an hour in the half mile. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
I like that. How much power does this combo make?
It makes about 1350 ups.
Really?
So, and we only stopped there because it ran out of clutch.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw you with the right-hand drive in here, driving past earlier. I was like, I wonder where he's from. I love the car.
Cheers, man.
This thing's amazing.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see it run again sometime.
Cheers.
The LS Turbo Miata is back at LS Fest.
One more year.
I was excited to see it here because last year was total blue balls. I love this car. The rear mount turbo, LS and a Miata. Can't get any better. Have you had some good passes this year?
Made one pass so far this year here. Don't really want to get kicked out of here. We ran a 917 earlier.
Okay.
But had to let out of it a little bit.
What's your best pass on the car so far?
We run mostly 8th mile stuff, and it's a high 5-second range.
So definitely 8-second capable car.
Yeah, it's just I want to keep it something you can drive on the street.
What year's the Miata?
It's a 08.
Oh wait. And what's the combo you got going on?
It's a 6.2 with a set of PRC heads and a comp oilless turbo.
Ah, oilless. Nice. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I didn't have to fool with all the plumbing on the oil line and all that stuff. It works pretty good. It's pretty much been flawless. I can't complain about it.
How big is the turbo?
It's a 78.
Do you ever dyno it?
Yeah, it'll make around 1,000. Somewhere.
How much does this weigh?
It's heavier than most people think. It's it's above 3,000.
That is pretty heavy for the size of the car, that's for sure. Can't wait to see it make some good passes this weekend. It's such a cool car.
Well,
very unique.
Well, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
too far off of his goal.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going? Good, how you doing?
Whose car? Yours?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't have to ask you because the event we're at, it's LS swap.
Of course, yeah.
What is this? First of all, this thing is gorgeous.
Thank you.
What is the color on it?
It's actually a factory color. It's called Montego Blue.
Okay, that's what it is. One of our editors has one this color. What is the setup on
It is a 388 LS. It's got Brodix BR3 heads done up by SPS cylinder heads, dart block, turbo 400. It's got a Borg 491 turbo on it, on alcohol.
Oh, okay. How much boost are you running through it?
Right now, 28, 29.
20. How much power is that good for?
We dynoed the car on like 25 pounds of boost and it made 1350 the tire.
Very nice.
So we're been track tuning ever since then, so I haven't had it back on the dyno.
What's the transmission rear end setup on?
It's a turbo 400
okay.
With a Neil trans converter and a 8.8 solid axle.
Very nice. Again, the car is gorgeous. Our fans will see it in the video, but this thing is absolutely gorgeous and it makes quite a bit of power. So
yeah,
I love the car.
Thank you.
We'll see you up there, man.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Corvair out here at LS Fest.
Hello.
I had to come check out the bus because you don't see too many of these around. And then I saw it has a mid-engine in it.
Yes, sir.
What the heck?
It's
What do you got going on here?
It's a 63 Corvair van.
Okay.
With a 87 Corvette chassis. And
wait, 87 Corvette chassis?
Yes. And 2002 LS out of a Corvette. With a 4L60E and
nice.
The Corvette rear end. So it's all.
Looks like you have an ice chest in here.
It's a modified deep freezer. It's an old.
Oh, it is.
It's an old Sears deep freeze.
That's your firewall.
That I found. Yeah, that I found in a scrap pile, and I had to narrow it. And the van's not done. I'd like to. I mean, the outside of it's somewhat done. I'd like to get the inside, tightened up.
Yeah.
Miles an hour for the van.
Well, you're at LS Fest, so I'm gonna have to guess this has an LS in it. What the heck? Oh yeah. Well, that's a perfect fit.
It does.
Dang.
We got DC on it.
Is it all pretty much stock, or have you done much to it?
This is the second motor I've had in it. The first one was really short-lived, but it's completely stock. It's just a 2004 Express van, 6-liter.
Nice.
290,000 on it.
Did you have a little too much fun with the first one?
No, it just snapped a rod early on.
Oh, dang.
Just never ran quite right.
So
this was,
what made you end up putting an LS in here?
I actually didn't do it for the vehicle. I build data bus conversion modules.
Oh.
So this is Chrysler vehicle that is talking to the GM computer.
Interesting.
So I've got all the dash and the interior and everything's all working off the GM computer for it.
Gotcha.
And I wanted to build a Wrangler. I didn't want to spend Wrangler money for it.
Yeah.
So these are cheap and all over.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't sure how well it was going to fit, but I was like, even if I don't get to drive it very far, I just needed it for the electronics in it.
You just wanted to play with it?
Yeah, wanted to build the module for it. It's here because everything's working at this point. Still got a few things I got to fine tune a little bit. The whole instrument cluster works, AC's working the way it's supposed to. Even the keyless entry on it works with the factory alarm.
because you made a Subaru reliable and you can make power. Why did you do it?
Exactly that reason. I pulled the motor out. It had a rod knock and 3 broken ring lands in it. So
sounds like Subaru problems.
I had a 5.3 land on the ground. I just got in there, set it in there. I was like looking at it. That'll work.
So did you have the Subaru before? Or did you buy it?
Yeah, I had it.
Okay.
I bought it blown up, but it was still drivable in my shop. And I just set it in there, and then it snowballed into a 6-liter with 6.2 heads. It's got nitrous, turbo 400 trans. It's all stock in the Subaru, the back end of it.
Gotcha.
Just enough to get it here. I finished it like 2 weeks ago.
Does someone make a kit for this, or is it all custom?
I'm hand built all the motor mounts, the trans mount. A lot of 240 parts, like that radiator's a 240 SX LS swap.
Okay.
And the pans, the Canton Racing front sump pan.
Gotcha.
And then like to tie the back end, I used like a Datsun 180 flange. Built the drive shaft and had it balanced.
It was kind of a mix and match.
Yeah, it's a little parts bin car. It looks
It was
sick.
a little loud. I heard it.
It sounds
yeah,
bad.
it sounds
it's a little
pretty
loud.
nasty.
It screams being a 3-speed on the highway. We took it down on the highway last night. We're kind of messing around.
How much power does it make?
I don't know, 450-ish, but without the nitrous. So, but I really never, I built the motor and just kind of set it in there. So I'm hoping next year to have it set up to race. But this year we're just here showing it.
Out here at LS Fest, we got the Twin Paula, and I gotta know about this thing. I've seen some videos of it, but give me the quick rundown on what you got going on here.
So like a bunch of years ago when I learned about LS's, there were these 5.3 nobody wanted because they're front wheel drive, come these Impalas.
Yep.
And I was like, well, we could grab a whole nother one, stick it in the back, all-wheel drive, 16 cylinder, that'd be insane.
Sounds simple.
Yeah, no big deal, just plug it in. So we pitched it to the guys at Motor Trend, and they're like, yeah, I don't know, and then finally they're like, all right, fine, do it. We did it. It does the most insane burnouts. You can put the back in reverse, the front and forward, and it'll just axis spin so you throw up. And then we put 1 turbo on each motor now. It makes about 1,000 horse. It's run as quick as like 1040 at about 140 miles an hour. So it works. I mean, it's the kind of thing where we were like, will it drive at all? Will the transmissions shift in the same time? Does it matter? So it's like, we wanted to build it and answer all those questions. And honestly, this thing rips. It's like the weirdest, gnarliest car to drive down the strip ever. It's all over the track too. It's a handful.
1074 with the twin engine. We saw this thing pull up on the trailer, and I was really hoping it was gonna have a setup on it, and it does. Oh God, this is awesome. A little turb ski there.
It is tight in there.
Whose van is it? Whose car?
It's mine and my brother's, Pete's, Johnson's.
Okay.
And mine.
And
Dad's. It's a
It's
collaboration.
a combination. Okay, so it's a group effort. It's a group effort.
Okay.
Okay. What is the setup under the hood?
It's a 5.3 all aluminum out of an 07 Avalanche.
Okay.
706 heads, springs, push rods, LS7 lifters, and a turbo cam.
What turbo's on it?
It's an 80 millimeter. What's on your
S480?
S480.
S480? Yeah. Okay, so how much power does it make?
We have limited the springs to 4 PSI.
Yeah, 4 to 5
because it's just running on wastegates right now?
It's running, yeah.
It's just a fun toy to go out and play on the streets, and we don't want to blow it up. We don't want to work on it every weekend.
Does it do rowdy burnouts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, it's got the shag. It's like shag carpet in here. Oh my goodness. This is. It's got a straight up sink, captain's chairs. Look at how cushy that is. Look at the carpet. That's from like straight up the 70s.
The LS Postal mail truck.
Yes,
I like
sir.
this. This is sweet.
Yes, yes.
We posted a few pictures on the internet a few days ago, and after we saw this, I don't think I've ever seen an LS swapped mail truck before.
No, me neither. This is the first one I've seen too.
Let's check out the engine swap you got going on here. So what did you throw in here? What's it from?
I bought a 09 Silverado 2500. So we pulled the motor tranny out, stuck it in this, went to pull the cam in, and cam bearings were shot. Pulled it back out, sent it off to the local machine shop. They machined it in 3 or 4 days and had me right away back in there, and it's all reached to all brand new motor basically. Running Holly mid-rise intake, and running the Brian Tooley Stage 3 LS3 cam, Circle D, single disc billet torque converter. Running the stainless works headers. They're ceramic coated, keeps the heat down pretty good. Other than that, got a cold air induction kit off of my SS Camaro. I cut up just to use it. So,
well, speaking of which, let's start it up.
Let me get the keys from Jarrett real quick.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Nice. That sounds good. Alright, here we go. As far as we know, this is going to be the first time a mail truck has made it past down the drag strip. It's probably happened before, but nothing this quick.
$17.15 for the mail truck.